Welcome back, everybody. Well, we did connect medicine to food. Traditionally, we do see that medicine is, well, I guess not traditionally, but in modern Western world medicine, we try to focus on like the drugs, surgeries, and these type of invasive or sometimes damaging situations that help us cure or at least help the patient immediately. However, people are starting to focus more on preventative medicine, which means lifestyle changes that help you prevent going to the hospital in the first place. And one of these changes has been focusing on nutrition, reducing the amount of sugars, salts that you're intaking, trying to avoid prepackaged foods and those type of pizza, like those foods that are pre-made that are high in contents that we might not need. Now, this trend has kind of caused schools to think about, medical schools to think, maybe we should be training doctors to give good nutritional information as well. Now, there are courses that have been being made. There are doctors who have been taking these courses and they're just saying it's too much. We're doctors. We need to focus on what doctors do. Let nutritionists focus on what nutritionists do. Other people disagree with this, saying that doctors should be well equipped to help the health of the person in any way, including with their balanced diet. This debate continues to go on. Schools are wondering what they should do, and it's still kind of, being thought about. What should we do? Should doctors have this extra sort of curriculum that they need to memorize and need to know, or should this be left up to alternate specialists? Yeah, I don't have the answer, and I don't expect you to either. Do you think American doctors are trained on nutritional values and how to use them and what they should be doing?
I think the way they talked about it was kind of in a broad, vague kind of way. Yeah. Just like you need to eat better.
Yeah, eat more healthy, a better balanced diet.
Balance your diet. So it was kind of it wasn't like specifics.
Yeah.
Like let's analyze what you eat and come up with a plan. It wasn't like a nutritionist. We would go to a nutritionist for that.
Exactly. 23 grams of protein a day. You need to do this and this and that and reduce that amount.
But most people can't afford a nutritionist in the US.
Most people can't afford a doctor either.
Or a doctor. Let alone a nutritionist and a doctor. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
There goes my house.
Oh gosh, and you wonder why we have to find a job before we quit one.
Yeah, exactly.
We always need income. Do you think that this kind of focus is a good way to take medicine, that we're kind of maybe less focusing on the pills and the surgeries and more focusing on preventative care?
Yeah, I mean, I think that is a kind of a problem in the US is that we're over-medicated in a lot of ways, and some of those medications are very, very addictive and very bad with the opioid crisis and stuff. So I think, if we can stop over-medicating ourselves and maybe get some of those good effects from nutrition and other aspects, then I think overall that's better, right?
Yeah, and I completely agree with that. I think the sort of health part of our life needs to be focused on, yes, that care from a doctor, but also that everyday care that we give ourselves. And I have no problem with nutritionists being part of that healthcare system and being like, hey, if something's wrong with your brain, go to a neurologist. If something's wrong with your diet, go to a nutritionist. Just another one of those specialties that doctors can recommend rather than being like a jack of all trades but master of none. I'd rather my doctor be a master than a jack.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess.
As far as surgeries go, that is kind of the last bastion of trying to help you, right?
Yeah.
So surgeries are fine.
Failed.
That's different. Sometimes, I think most of the time surgeries are mostly necessary.
Yeah.
So I think that's not really a problem. It's the over-medication and that kind of thing.
Anyways, instead of learning about nutrition specifically, let's learn about vocabulary from this article down below. Go ahead and try to give those, try to use them in your everyday language and see if you can use them properly where people can understand and you can learn well. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Preventive.
Preventive.
Chronic.
chronic,
Processed.
processed,
Jam-packed.
jam-packed,
Hypertension.
hypertension,